If you want to shock your players, try these 3 plot twists. Bloodline Revelation. The party has been racing against an evil cult to collect artifacts needed to release an ancient being from their prison. When you corner the cult leader, he reveals to you the awful truth. The final piece of the puzzle needed is a blood relative of the ancient evil being, a member of your party. If they fall in this battle, they will become the vessel of the very being you have been fighting to contain. Betrayal. Your party has been hired to track down and save a powerful wizard who was kidnapped. Together, you face hardships and countless battles, eventually uncovering where the wizard is and why they were kidnapped. You find the room where the wizard is locked up, but as you go to save him, a member of the party pulls out their blade and executes the wizard. They conspired with the DM from the start of the campaign and were on their own quest, hired by a dark guild to assassinate the wizard. False savior. You learn that the enemy is going to be traveling through a narrow canyon, the perfect place for an ambush. You set up a plan with a group who has hired you to take them down. As the enemy makes their way to the ambush point, you spring into action. However, your allies don't follow up. Mid-battle, your allies appear, but behind you, revealing that they are on the enemy's side and they planned to ambush you. 3 monster plot twists for D&D. The swarm isn't to blame. Across the realm, rifts spill forth endless alien horrors. Villages burn, landscapes crumble, and your party joins the desperate resistance to wipe out the swarm. You fight tirelessly to close the portals and slay the abominations. Yet in battle, one creature speaks. Unlike the others, it shows intelligence and states a startling truth. The swarm never chose to invade. Scholars tore into their plane to harvest its power, fracturing the barrier between worlds. Now, these invaders are stranded, hunted as monsters when all they want is to return home. Failed experiments. A plague once threatened to wipe out entire cities until a brilliant scientist revealed a cure. The trials aren't perfect, and many patients don't survive, but the cure is hailed as humanity's triumph. Then, rumors spread of grotesque creatures prowling the countryside. Sent to investigate, your party discovers them, warped, half-human chimeras, abominations against nature itself. Clues reveal the truth. The dead test subjects weren't buried. They were transformed, enslaved to the scientist's will, and now fuel an army built from humanity's desperation. The Champion's Curse. A masked villain terrorizes the land, his reign of destruction ending only when your party finally defeats him in a bloody battle. Pulling away the mask, you find not a monster, but a frail old man. Peace seems restored until the villain returns, unchanged in power, as if death meant nothing. The truth emerges. The mask itself is the real enemy, a cursed relic that devours each wearer's soul and resurrects through another. When you claim it, the artifact whispers in your dreams, promising strength. Resist it, and it will only seek a different host, an ally, a rival, perhaps someone you failed to save. 3 shocking plot twists for your Dungeons & Dragons campaign. War founded on a lie. The events of the campaign occurred due to the war between the dwarves and the elves. The war began after a series of attacks on both sides, leading to a complete break in communication and the loss of thousands of soldiers on both sides. Your party is hired for a secret mission to end the war, but just before completing it, you find undeniable proof that the events that triggered the war were orchestrated by a third unrelated party. Do you complete the mission despite it being built on a lie, or do you reveal the truth and risk extending the war? You are the sacrifice. Your party has been hired after the disappearance of a group of people from a small rural town. You arrive to the town and hear horror stories about a cult that has been terrorizing the town for years, sacrificing innocent people every year. The party follows clues and eventually realize that the dark cult they are looking for has been around them the whole time. The entire town is a part of the cult, and you were called in to be sacrificed. You are a clone. Your party has been tracking a mysterious wizard that has been causing trouble throughout the realm. After months constantly on his trail, your party has grown quite powerful, including the party wizard. When you finally catch the wizard, he removes his hood to reveal that he is an older version of the party wizard. He cloned himself and was leading you along to help the wizard grow more powerful so he can take over his body. 3 plot twists that will leave your players paranoid. Shapeshifter surprise. The party reunites in their hometown after years apart, reminiscing on their childhood. However, their joyful reunion is cut short when shape-shifting creatures attack. The old friends embark on a journey to hunt the source of these creatures. After years of struggle, they finally confront the leader of the shapeshifters. As they strike, he casts Moonbeam, and one of their own begins to change. The friend they traveled with for years was a shapeshifter. The real one was murdered before the journey began. His identity stolen by a shapeshifter seeking a new life. Now, the party must decide. Do they destroy the deceiver, or do they accept the truth and move forward together? Not really gone. An evil lord seeks to conquer the realm, and the party vows to defeat him and his lieutenants. After slaying one, they find a mystical glove that erases a weakened enemy from existence with a snap. Using this artifact, they travel the realm, eliminating every lieutenant before storming the Dark Lord's castle. But inside, every erased foe stands before them, alive. When they use the glove again, their target is merely teleported to the center of the room. The horrifying truth dawns on them. The glove never killed anyone. Instead, it saved them for later, ensuring the Dark Lord's army remained intact. Now, surrounded, the real battle begins. Fake prophecy. A mysterious prophet appears, predicting disasters with perfect accuracy. He made predictions in the city streets, ignored at first, but he gained the king's trust after foretelling attacks from an evil mage. Eventually, he claims the evil mage plaguing the land will soon be vulnerable. The king seizes the opportunity and sends the party to strike, but upon arrival, they are ambushed. The prophet wasn't a seer. He was working with the mage all along, feeding real information to gain the kingdom's trust. Now, trapped and betrayed, the party must escape before it's too late. If you are enjoying this video, check out my Patreon, where you can get access to original monster stat blocks, awesome magic items, and full adventure PDFs every month. 3 plot twists for your big boss. Future you. For the entire campaign, you've been chasing a masked villain who has been collecting dangerous artifacts across the realm. The villain knows everything about you, your tactics, your fears, even your jokes. As you face them, they call you by name. When they remove their mask, you see your own face, aged and hardened by time. I've seen how this ends. You turn into me. Can you defeat yourself and discover why you are committing evil deeds? The dungeon is alive. You stumble upon the entrance of an ancient dungeon and wander in. The ruins pulse with an unsettling rhythm, walls shifting when you're not looking. The deeper you go, the worse it smells, as hot air blows from the dungeon depths. The realization strikes. This isn't a fortress, it's a slumbering creature. Can you escape before it fully stirs, or will you be digested in the belly of a god? Fake hero. The kingdom mourns its greatest champion, a noble warrior who vanished on a final quest to defeat a rising evil to the east. Statues are raised, songs are sung, and the people cling to the hope that their hero will return. But when you uncover a hidden trail of clues, the truth emerges. They never died. They staged their disappearance, orchestrating the very threat they swore to destroy. As their new empire rises in the shadows, how will you defeat the living legend? 3 more plot twists to shock your players. Bad dream. After collecting a rare artifact from a dungeon, you travel back to town. You arrive, but the streets are silent, and a chill fills the air. The denizens of the town have turned into horrible monsters that you must fight to survive. Everyone and everything you knew and loved now lies in ruin, and you go to bed mentally defeated, only to wake up back in the dungeon. You realize that the events of the past day were all a shared bad dream caused by the evil evil artifact, the greater evil. You finally corner the evil lord in his castle, just as he's in the middle of a dark ritual. He warns you that you don't understand the situation. You fight, defeating him and stopping his ritual. In his final moments, the Lord laughs, telling you how he has been working to control a greater evil that has been close to escaping its celestial prison, and the ritual would keep it contained another 1,000 years. With the Lord slain and the ritual ruined, the party has accidentally released a world-ending evil on the realm and must find a way to stop it. False prophets. Your party has been working for months, following the orders of a holy prophet to protect the realm. You complete several missions, some of which are clearly helpful to the realm, but others are questionable. After returning to the temple after a particularly questionable mission, you accidentally discover that the prophet is a fake and the missions all had an ulterior motive.